Hello everyone and welcome back to Noia Dev, the series that aims to prove that one developer can create a successful MMO RPG. My name is Dane, and this week on Noia Dev we're talking about new monsters. As always, while I should be focusing on adding new content to Noia, I cannot go 2 weeks without making some sort of optimization to the game. This week's optimization is part of the monster pathing algorithm. Since the very beginning, the monsters in Noia suffered from a bug that would see monsters randomly going on pilgrimages seemingly across the map. This bug was caused by monsters pathing overlapping across boundaries. When a monster is not aggro to a player, it will randomly path around by selecting a random location inside of a circle centered on the monster spawn point. The monster picks a random spot in the circle and then moves there. Simple. But if the monster is placed close to a map wall, there's a chance that that random spot could be on the other side of the wall. As far as the monster is concerned, that spot is within range of its spawn location, so it tries to move to the random spot that was selected. The navigation agent takes over and draws a path for the monster to get to that spot, even if that means walking halfway around the map to get there. There are two ways that I could solve this issue: the right way and the easy way. The navigation agent, once set on a path, can give me a list of all the elbows of said path. I can take all of these points and iterate through them, calculating the individual distances between each point. And if at any point in the combined distance is too far from the monster's spawn point, cancel the path and try again. Or I can simply check if a random spot is within line of sight of the monster, and if not, sit there until the next frame and try again. Calculating the path distance is the best option because it would allow monsters in tight spaces with lots of corners to navigate around them. But this is also harder on the server. It takes a lot more compute power to do that. The simpler and faster method works good enough for most of my needs. So that's what I went with. Monsters will still easily be able to follow a player around a corner once they've been aggroed, so I don't have to worry about that. But a monster spawned close to a wall might move around randomly a bit less than a monster spawned out in the open. We'll see. Moving on, let's talk about the Haunted Mine dungeon. I had put a few monster concepts into the Noia Milanote board as well as on the Discord art request forums, and a couple of new artists have made their talents known: Sweekle and Forest Chimps. Sweekle instantly picked up on the Noia art aesthetic and started with these awesome possessed mining tools for the dungeon, and then went all out making a gelatinous cube boss. But he didn't just make one, no, he made 5 different versions. This boss splits in 2 each time you kill it, from giant all the way down to tiny. I love how the little crown isn't actually attached and falls separately, just chef's kiss. And Forest Chimps drew up this awesome chest mimic. I couldn't decide on how it should move sideways, so in the end I opted to just say, you know what, make it like a crab. So it scuttles along sideways while still facing forward. Absolutely love it. Forest Chimps also has made this old forest boss monster that I still need to import, so keep an eye out for that in a future devlog. In other news, Clockwork Raven has finished the Mushroom Caves tile set, and I'm gonna do some experimenting with new lighting techniques with this tile set. While it looks pretty dull and gray right now, I plan to dress it up with a neon luminescent bloom layer, so hopefully I can make it live up to its map name, the Neon Dark. Last but not least, there's a new NPC in-game. Say hi to Gus. Old man Gus here used to be an adventurer like yourself until he got old. You thought I was gonna say it, didn't you? Old man Gus here will ask you to escort him to various remote areas of the world so he can reminisce about the good old adventures he and his wife used to go on. Gus and his wife are inspired by Joshua and Margaret, the parents of Jake the dog in the show Adventure Time. I won't spoil anything, but if you know who Joshua is...
Give me back my blood, Joshua!
Rama pancake!
You'll probably understand that old man Gus here has some pretty crazy stories to tell. But first, you gotta prove you can at least hold your own out there in the wild. And based on things that Gus has seen, that will not be easy to impress him. And that's it for this week. I didn't write anything here in the script. I want to get the Haunted Mine dungeon a bit more decorated. It's looking a bit rough right now with all the walls still being bare and everything, but I do like the fact that all of the monsters actually look like monsters now. Still need some zombies and skeleton miners and maybe a poltergeist or something like that. I don't know. Go check the Discord. Hidden Rachel actually put out a bunch of cool stuff. Some new items that I can throw into the cash shop. Some fluff here and there, so that's cool. Go check that out if I get it added in. I don't know if I will by the time this comes out. I gotta get back to work. All that being said, bye.